Good morning. It has been a very long time since we have seen each other, and I just want to give a little bit of an explanation. I just needed to take a little bit of a mental break from the both filming and editing aspect. The editing is what was taking a very hard toll on me. We just had a lot going on. Ryan had his back surgery last year and recovery all summer. So we just had a lot going on. So it has been a while since we put out a video, but I'm hoping this will change that. We have a lot of travels coming up that we're excited to film. And yeah, I want to get back into the flight attendant vlogs as well. I am actually getting ready right now for a trip, and I am going to vlog it and bring you guys along with us. We're gonna get back into it. So I just got out of the shower. I'm kind of getting my food bag packed up now. I'll leave the house in about an hour to drive to the airport. Ryan is actually on a trip right now as well. He started a trip yesterday. I'm starting a trip today. And we have been working nonstop the past, I don't know, about 6 weeks because we do have some travels coming up that we're taking some time off work for. So I just wanted to come on and say hi. I know it's been a while, but I'm excited to see you guys again. And yeah, let's go to work. So I am currently headed off to the airport. A little bit of traffic, but I should still make it there with plenty of time. My check-in time is 4:15. I should park in the employee lot by about 3:55, and then it's about a 10-minute walk up to the terminal. So I am starting a 3-day trip today. Today is 2 legs. We go Austin, Orlando, Orlando, Indianapolis. And I have a fairly short overnight tonight. I think it's only like 13 hours. And then tomorrow is my longest day of the trip, but we'll get to that tomorrow. But anyways, I am on the freeway headed to the airport. I'm ready to get this day started with. I am flying A position today, so I am at the front of the aircraft. We don't really have like cabin managers or flight leads like some other airlines, but I am the one who is doing all of the announcements and things like that. So I am the A flight attendant today. So I'm gonna get through this traffic and get to work.
I saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb. A tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then you came and sat right next to me. Your eyes, they glowed.
Okay, so one flight down. We were so delayed getting out of Austin. I'll explain later. So we are going to do a quick turnaround, and we are boarding up now to go to Indianapolis. All right, so service on flight number 2 is complete. So this flight was only booked to like 70 people. So it was a quick service. We still have an hour and 20 minutes left in flight. So all that's left for me to do is make sure everyone's happy. And I walked through new trash a few times, but we are on the downhill side of this day now. But because of our delay in the very beginning of the day, our overnight is now only about 12 and a half hours, which is a little brutal, but that's okay. Tomorrow is our longest day though, so I wish I had a little bit more time tonight, but it's okay. I'll still get a good night's sleep, but service number 2 is done. All right, so we have just made it to the hotel room here in Indianapolis. We are in downtown Indianapolis tonight. However, this is a very short overnight. So the start of our day ended up being a little bit of a cluster. So we boarded up in Austin for our flight to Orlando. And when we were about 3/4 of the way boarded, Orlando initiated a ground stop. All incoming aircraft into Orlando were not able to take off. They had a ground stop delay due to weather. So we didn't know how long that ground stop was going to last, so we made the decision to deplane everybody. So everyone got off of the aircraft. So we had some unhappy people, but I mean, it's always going to be safety first. But the ground stop was actually lifted a little bit sooner than expected. So maybe 20 minutes after we deplaned everybody, we started boarding up again. and we boarded up and we're on our way to Orlando. But we ended up being about an hour and 15 minutes delayed in total. So because of that delay, of course, it delayed our second flight here to Indianapolis. And already we had a short overnight, but now our overnight is 12 and a half hours on paper, which after walking from the airport to the van right here was about 25 minutes. And then of course tomorrow it's gonna be another 25 minutes back to the airport. Even though on paper our overnight shows that it's 12 and a half hours, I have to be back downstairs and on the van in 11 hours and 15 minutes. So this is going to be a very quick overnight, but that's okay. I'm going to grab some food, watch a little bit of TV, and then I am passing out and I'm going to sleep. So tomorrow is our long day. We have 3 legs. So first we're going Indianapolis, Orlando, Baltimore. Then we're gonna switch aircrafts in Baltimore. And then last flight, Baltimore to Albany, New York. So tomorrow is our long day. So I definitely need to rest up for that. I can't skimp out on sleep tonight. I need a full 8 hours. So I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Good morning from Indianapolis, Indiana. I've already been up, had my coffee. Now I am downing some water to get hydrated to start this day. So like I said last night, this is our longest day. We're doing Indianapolis, Orlando, Baltimore. We have an aircraft swap in Baltimore, Albany, where we have, I think, a 16-hour overnight. It is extremely cold here in Indy. Last night when we got here, it was 13 degrees, no snow on the ground. But I did look at the weather map and it showed that there was snow last night in Albany. So there might be some snow on the ground when we get there. Who knows? Hopefully weather doesn't impact us today. I don't think it's supposed to. Really hoping that it's not. But I have about 30 minutes before I have to be downstairs. So I'm going to leave my room about 15 minutes before lobby so I can swing by the ice machine, ice my food bag down, and then get downstairs. I do believe there is a Starbucks in our terminal, so I'll order some espresso before we get to the gate, probably going through security. I've been doing that a lot lately, but what we've been doing is we'll get like a double shot of espresso over ice in a venti cup, and then we take our protein shakes and pour it on top. It's really good, and I've been doing it every overnight, so it's a good way to both get caffeine and protein in. So I'll have to double check, but I think there was a Starbucks by our gates, if I remember correctly from last night. Should be a smooth, easy day. We are on a 700 series aircraft today, so there's only 3 flight attendants. So we're losing our number 4 flight attendant from last night. She goes on to a different part of the trip. So we're on a 737-700 for the remainder of this trip. Again, I am flying A on this trip, so I will be up front. It looks like our very first flight to Orlando is completely full, if not overbooked. And then our second and third flight are pretty empty. I think we have like 50 and 60 passengers respectively. So should make for a smooth day. Each flight is about 2 hours. The last one's a little bit shorter, but the first 2 are right at 2 hours each. So we do have our work cut out for us today, but I'm going to finish getting ready and then head on downstairs to lobby. We are dressed and ready to go. Let's get these 3 legs out of the way and on to our overnight in Albany, New York.
All right, so we are up in the air on our way to Orlando. We just got the clearance from the captain that we are good to start service. It was a little bit bumpy on the climb out. So we have an hour and 25 minutes left of this flight, so let's get this service done.
So we landed in Baltimore, switched aircrafts, and now we are just killing time. Yeah. Say hi back there.
Hey! Is this for your channel?
Yes. That's my C. She's a hot mess and I love her. We have one more flight to Albany tonight and then we are done, and then we can get some wine at the bar, right?
All right, guys, so I just made it to the hotel here in Albany. I did a quick change into a t-shirt and some jeans. We are all gonna go down as a crew, pilots included, grab a drink and some dinner. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I get back. Good morning. It is a cold morning here in Albany, New York. Having my coffee. So, about last night. So we all go downstairs to the hotel bar last night, expecting there to be food available because apparently the kitchen didn't close until 11, but that wasn't the case. There was no food available. So we all got a glass of red wine and just had a really good time talking. It was all 3 flight attendants plus both pilots, and they were such amazing pilots. I really love when we fly with pilots that treat us really well. They treat us as equals, and we all just have a really, really good time. And that's what these 2 pilots were like. So we all were downstairs just laughing, having a good time, talking. Well, the first officer knew of this bar like a mile down the road, and he was like, let's all just go there and watch the karaoke because there's karaoke there. So we all hop into an Uber and go down the road to this bar, and we just continued the night just laughing, having a really good time, watching the karaoke. We ended up getting some food. We got like wings for the table, and we all just sat there and had, you know, some drinks and wings, and it was a really, really good time. And I didn't sing karaoke per se, but I sang along with the karaoke. And when I woke up this morning, I had almost no voice this morning. But it was a really, really great time. Thankfully, I also hydrated really well last night, so I don't feel bad this morning, thank goodness. Now, I can't say the same for everyone else in the crew, but we had a really good time. And now I've been watching the weather because it is supposed to start snowing its butt off here in about an hour, and we don't leave here for another 2 hours. So we will see what happens with that. Hopefully we get out of here, no problems. But it would be nice to see some snowfall. Being a Texas boy, I don't really get to see that. So I am taking full advantage of this hotel bed until the last second when I have to start getting ready. But today is 2 legs home to Austin. We're going Albany to Orlando, Orlando to Austin. We have gone to Orlando every single day of this trip. So while it is only 2 legs, it's 2 longer legs, but that's okay. I don't know if we're full today. Let's take a look and see. We have 143 going to Orlando, so that is completely full, but only 60 going to Austin. So the first flight will be full and busy. Second flight will be a little bit more chill and relaxed. It looks that way anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here, watch some TV, continue to drink my coffee, and just get ready for this day. So I'll see you guys later. All right, we are all ready for work, and regardless of how I'm currently feeling, it is time to go down to lobby. The weather map shows that it's apparently snowing right now, but it's not. But there is snow all over the ground, but the child crying in the hallway right now. Hopefully we can get out of here with no delays. I was hoping if it was gonna snow, I would still be here so I could see it, but oh well. As long as it doesn't delay us getting out of here and on our way home, I will be happy. So I should have left probably 2 minutes ago, so I'm going to go. I'll see you on the plane. It's snowing. Beautiful. We finally pushed back out of Orlando. We ended up having to divert around some weather, so we had an extra 30 minutes of flight time on the flight from Albany to Orlando, and then upon landing, someone threw up, so we had to have cleaners come on and kind of do a deep clean of that section of the aircraft. So we are almost an hour delayed leaving Orlando because of all of that. So now we are finally on our way to Austin. Say hi. I have made it to the car. This trip is officially over. This is my last trip before vacation. I am going to head home, change out of this uniform, and then I'm going to come back on and talk a little bit about some of our upcoming travels. All right, we are back home where it all started. The uniform is off and I am relaxing. So excited. So yeah, what I wanted to say is this is our first video back in a very long time, and it has been so fun flexing that muscle and editing and getting this video out to you guys. But it might be the only video for a few weeks. We are, in a few days, heading over to Australia. We are going to go to Brisbane, Sydney, and Adelaide. So if you follow us on Instagram, we took a cruise a few months back out of Barcelona and met two guys, Warren and Cal, and we just became great friends with them. We hit it off very well. We actually, again, if you follow us on Instagram, you know that we went to their wedding in December in Adelaide, Australia, kind of on a whim. They invited us and we were like, why not? Let's go. So we hopped on a plane and went over to Australia at the beginning of December. And now we are going back for a more planned trip. We're going to be there for almost 3 weeks and we're going to try to vlog as much of it. There's some events going on while we're there as well. It's Mardi Gras in Sydney and it's Fringe Fest in Adelaide. So we're going to hit up all of those places. So I won't be editing during that time, but I will be filming during that time. So enjoy this one. It might be a few weeks before we get another one out. But yeah, so wanted to let you guys know all of that. But as usual, if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. Go watch some of the old videos. We have some travel, flight attendant life on there, and then hang around for the new stuff. If you are not new here, thank you for coming back and hanging on. I know it's been a while. While you are here, please give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you can be notified every time I put out a new video. I will see you guys next time.